Man, 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 don't you just hate it when you're not growing and stuff? We're gonna talk about that a little bit. Take it from me. You can do it. All you gotta do is be consistent and stuff. Maybe that won't work. What do I know? I know some stuff and all. I've only been on the internet for 31 plus years. What do I know? I've only got a few followers, a few, maybe more than that. Who knows? I'm gonna go over that right now today. I'm Oatmeal Joey Arnold at Joey Arnold VN. You might say I'm the worst streamer in the world. You might be right. You might be right. What do you want me to tell you? I'm not even trying to be funny. It's sort of funny to me, but I don't care anymore. I mean, I do, but I don't. But I do, but I don't. I'm gonna share my screen now. But first, I'm gonna say, hey, I'm only gonna spend a few minutes going over this. I'm not really gonna really talk about it. I'm not really gonna explain what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna share my screen to show you something that I did for a moment. 1 minute things just today. I was going over this with my favorite friend, Grok. So funny. It's not funny at all, but man. Man, I broke from character. What? This is a character? No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. What am I talking about? I'm gonna share my screen, but first I'm just gonna say today. It's, what is it? 4 a.m. in the morning? Wednesday, the 5th of August, 2026. Alright. Okay. Okie dokie. My name's Oatmeal Joey Arnold, born in 1985 in Oregon. Been online since, I don't know. 1995. Maybe longer? Maybe longer? I don't know. Been making videos since 96. Been doing a lot of things, traveling the world, a lot of stuff in my life. But we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to, we might talk about some of that. But right now, I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to read this thingamabobber. Quickly. Really quickly. I was writing this to Grok on the Grok website, the Elon Musk Twitter as Twitter X. Why did I hesitate? Man, Twitter X, Grok.com. So I was talking to Grok and I said, outline the current X system. Focus on the penalties that you might get if you do the wrong thing. And also focus on people like me, Oatmeal and Joey Arnold. Compare it with how other websites might do things, their algorithms. Look at my history with over 30,000 plus videos, thousands of hours of content, 50 plus YouTube channels, hundreds of entities on Facebook. It says 50, that's a typo. It's supposed to be 500. Man, those typos, man. Oh man. Anyways, I go on and I talk about followers, and Grok responds with, X operates on freedom of speech, not reach. Which is stupid, by the way, but okay, continuing. I think it's stupid. A lot of people think it's stupid, but okay, whatever you say, X. I mean, at least X is better than TikTok. It is better than YouTube, but I digress. Grok says content is rarely fully removed for most speeds. Instead, race is limited via visibility, filtering, ranking signals, classifiers, so posts stay accessible on profiles via direct links. And what else? Blah blah blah. Visibility filtering, ranking, reply ID boost. Search suggestion restrictions. Post on accounts may not surface in autocomplete. Huh? Sensitive content. Oh, really? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't. Triggers often include spam, automation patterns, so on and so forth. There is no permanent bad code flag left over from the 2019 suspension. Oh, really? I don't know about that. Whatever you say, Grok. But then again, I don't know about that. Maybe. But then again, how would you know? What if the bad code told you to say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on here. Some of the problems might be follower quality and engagement death spiral, content and interaction style. I don't know about that one. History of suspension, locks, and multi-platform activity. Premium does not guarantee reads. I don't know about that. It seemed like I got more during that time. Maybe it was because my posts were longer because I didn't have a word limit, or I mean, not I had a word. I mean, it was I could post bigger, more words. That's what happened. Bots, dead accounts. What else? Comparing to the YouTube thingamabobber. YouTube system is different, but basically the same. Parallel. Both platforms use classifiers and ranking to limit amplification of content that creates a negative experience of or confuses audience signals without always deleting it. And something about Coba. That sounds like cope. No, it's not. Coca-Cola? No, that's not what we're talking about. Oh my. Practical factors in recovery. Low reads for accounts like yours is usually multi-factor. Audience composition, content consistency, engagement quality, historical signals, and so on. Aggressive cleanup of low quality followers can help. What? Grok? What are you talking about? You want me to manually delete my 7,000 followers on Twitter X? Are you out of your mind? Is that what it's saying? Anyways, I go on, I respond, I quote my pinned post. What I include in my quotes are relevant. So tell me about that. And about my trolls that have been attacking me since at least 2009. Oh, I've been on Twitter since 2009. Wait a minute. Is there a correlation? Nah. Couldn't be. I mean, it sounds like there might be, but probably not. Because when I joined Twitter, I posted a little bit, but did anybody see me? Not really. Not really. A lot of people saw me on YouTube in 2009. That's what I know. That's what the numbers said. Quoting your own pinned post is a comic. Did I say comic? Am I a comic now? Common tactic is a common tactic. Quoting from the March 2026, the Iran-Israel Trump video with the 77,000 views. Masses this. The algorithm treats a quote as a new independent post. The pros is it creates a fresh post, and the embedded high-performing post supplies social proof and can pull in some of the original audience, adding genuine new framing data follow-up observation. It keeps your stronger content visible. Quotes generally carry a higher relative engagement weight than plain reposts. True. That's true, and I'm not even a robot, but I know that. And I know that. Cons of quoting the pinned post. Overuse or low value additions like check this again. Why would you say that, Grok? I never say that. Grok, I think you're being lazy again. I never said that. I never say stuff like that. So what's the point of the example? I guess it's just an example. But you could have just tried to find an example of something I actually did, but I guess that would take too much work for Grok. It trains the algorithm and the remaining audience to expect recycled material. Okay, that is a problem. That is a problem. That is a problem. I might have something to say about it, but it doesn't really matter. It's still a problem, no matter what I say. Even if I think I'm right, it's still a problem. At least to a degree. I mean that point. I mean if you think about it, that point is big. Oh no. Didn't realize. Oh man, how did that happen? Screen is too small, or the words are too big. How did that happen? What in the world? How did that happen? How did I not notice? Let me, I don't know. Is that the words visible now? I'm gonna have to take a pause for a second and try to reevaluate this. So go to YouTube right now and click on my face. Apparently I can see it, so I guess that's okay. Apparently I can read it. That's nice. Barely, but yeah, I can. I can barely read it, but I can read it nonetheless. So I'm gonna quickly go back to grok.com. I'm gonna go up quickly. Here is what I posted to Grok, and there used to be a YouTube channel, probably still is, named Dorky. Okay, so here is what I wrote, and then Grok responded with all of this. Scrolling down, how this applies to your account. How does that look? Looks like I can read it. And then going down a little bit more to the next post. Next post, and then the response. It said it talked about the pros and the cons. And I read that already. And then it talked about resurrecting the current account versus starting over. This is the classic dead followers base low signal history versus a cold start trade-off. Your situation long history passes suspension. Man. No, I'm not saying all men about the suspension. I'm saying all men about me slurring my own words. Like, what in the world? I started rolling my words. How can anybody understand? Maybe that's why I don't get any interaction. I can't even understand what I say. Continuing. Pros. Count A's in history. Yeah. You keep your existing followers. Yeah. Recovery is possible by shifting signals. Consistent original post. Yeah, I already do that. You know, you avoid the full cold start. 2 to 4 weeks. What in the world? Cons. Large inactive base of followers. Past suspension could be a problem. Really? Really? I don't know about that. Cleanup carries its own risks if done too aggressively. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. The cons: 0 followers. You lose the pin. Warm up is slow. Building takes a lot of work. Okay. Catch 22. You are correct that bots and low quality follows will appear on a new account too, especially if the posting engagement style remains similar. Hey, the platform's bot problem is not unique to your handle. Neither path is hell free. The deciding factor is usually whether the current follower base is so dead that it permanently suppresses early engagement signals more than a clear start would cost. Interesting. Most practical advice for accounts in this exact spot leans towards trying a serious resurrection first for a defined period, like up to a month and a half or 2 months. What am I saying? 2 months, 8 weeks of high signal original posts, minimal self quoting of the same pin. Hey! It's a reference to something that I do all the time. Focused topics and careful engagement. Then evaluating analytics. Hey, why don't you just give me the analytics right now? I have to give you money. But Elon Musk is already a trillionaire. I have to give him more money? Okay. If impressions stay stuck in the single low double digits with near zero real oh my. Oh wow. Uh-oh. Am I still live on TikTok? Hmm. Hmm. Am I still live? Am I still live? What's going on here? Is anybody trying to talk to me on TikTok? Somebody want to tell me something? I don't know what I should do. What should I do? I'm a little bit confused. Is somebody trying to tell me something? Somebody trying to tell me something? Is somebody trying to tell me something? Oh my. I don't know if I should talk about this, but it seems like I got interrupted by TikTok again. Well, it was worse around this time last year, but let's not talk about that right now. But I've already talked about it a lot, many times. But I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Something happened. I'm multi-streaming, streaming on YouTube and TikTok as usual. And TikTok said that some people might not be happy with what I'm talking about. And I'm like, what in the world? Really? And TikTok was like, yeah, we really want to tell you about this, and we have to tell you about this because we want everybody to be happy on TikTok. And so we're going to tell you this. And I'm like, I wonder why is YouTube not telling me this? Maybe because YouTube is better? I mean, YouTube has problems too, but you ever wonder why is YouTube not telling me the same thing? I mean, I'm on both websites at the same time, multi streaming, but it's TikTok who's like, yeah, I think there might be people who are not gonna like what you're talking about, and I'm like, what am I talking about? That's so evil. I'm just mostly talking about Twitter, and I'm mostly talking about how do you deal with the situation. What do you do? What are the pros and cons of navigating the internet? How do you get more people to like a post or to follow you or whatever the case might be? Watch your video or whatever. I mean, it's like I'm just talking about that, but then TikTok's like, I think you're not allowed to talk about that. And I'm like, what? Really? Really? TikTok? Are you out of your mind? Anyways, I can talk about that all day, and I do sometimes. And I don't know if you're paying attention, but I'm tripping over my words right now, as I usually do. But, oh man, and I'm drinking tea. What was I doing? The photo commenting habit is worth examining. Oh, really? You're gonna tell me that? Oh, okay. Alright, thanks. Hey, Grok, to be clear, Joey RLVN has 7,683 followers, and I'm only following 37 accounts. And I used to have a lot more that I was following, but then I unfollowed a bunch of people, probably before 2014. Mostly, what did I say? 2024, actually. No, I made the account in 2014. Then I started unfollowing a lot of people, and then I was down to 19 last year, 2025. That was pretty low. Then I started following people again. A lot of people followed me. A lot of people followed me on Twitter, like Charlie Kirk and Obama. Grok says your current number in history matters for ranking signals. X ranking looks at followers to following ratio. Ratio? Her ratio? Oh yeah, he mows my lawn. Just kidding, I mow my own lawn, damn it. X looks at the follower to following ratio. Not her ratio, ratio. Man, that's racist. Shut up. It's my own joke. I'm gonna laugh at my own joke because I want to. Okay? Don't care. I don't care. Following a very low number is not punished. Is it rewarded? I thought you said it was rewarded. Following thousands creates a poor ratio. But Obama does it. Charlie Kirk did it. I mean, obviously, Charlie didn't really actually follow me. He was just like following everybody somehow. I don't know how he did it. A lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. Bottom line on following. Stay selective. Okay, thanks. Your earlier post is cool. Oh, thanks. Is that what you think, Grok? Yes, I think it's great. Thanks. Thanks for the feedback. Here are some of the posts that responded well, that did well. The Minnesota one. Oh, wow. Back to the Future. Abella Danger. What in the world was that? Who? What? Other people too? Wow. Clear content hierarchy. Native video. Image plus appointed commentary. Yeah. So video's number one. Just because I retweet myself a million times to get 70,000 views on the pinned AI video that I made with Grok. Grok Imagine. Thanks. Peer text observation. Comments under photos of attractive women can generate occasional profile visits or follows, but they rarely convert into sustained post-level engagement and appear to contribute to the mixed bot follower inflow you notice. You don't say. I think I already knew that, but thanks. I know this. I mean, I'm not an idiot, but maybe I am. I mean, I know that, but do stuff because I'm just like, sometimes I'm just like, I'm like, in the spare of the moment, I'm like, well, this might be better than nothing. And if it works, I have nothing to lose except for time, I guess. But then if I'm multitasking, am I really losing anything? If I'm like actually doing multiple things or listening to something that I need to listen to, or if I have a free minute here or there, is it really that important or that much of a loss? The answer is maybe. Sometimes, or most times, keeping busy could be a problem. I'm not here to try to think about it. Maybe I'll think about it tomorrow or later on. But continuing, stay and optimize the current account. Okay, aggressive cleanup. I don't know about that. New account, if you have to. Hybrid, yeah, of course, hybrid. Okay. Grok, I do not what? Is this a typo? Do not know, yeah, this is a typo. Do not know which factor played the biggest role to causing that video to get that. Oh, the reposting, the requoting. Quoting it again, that's what did it. Okay. Allegedly. Okay. Your repeat self-quoting contributed. And that's what happened. Number 2, initial algorithmic distribution. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Maybe a little bit. Pin status, profile visits. Search the hashtag. I don't know about that one. Maybe external. Maybe. I don't know about that one either. Okay, moving on. cross-reference all my usernames, okay? Here's a list of my usernames. Now look at that. Wow. 38 seconds of thinking. Okay, Grok, but notice how you failed to even mention this X account original oatmeal? Oh, Joey, you're correct. This is a clear failure on my part. In the previous response, you listed original oatmeal. The bio matches your known details. Wow. Okay. These are the ones that currently show clear self-identification. Okay? You are right that you have used dozens or hundreds or thousands of users, profiles, display names, branding across platforms for decades. Okay. I will continue checking. Oh, really? Okay, Grok. That's nice. That's nice, Grok. Whatever you say, Grok, but, my X accounts are public. Okay? How dare you say they're not? Here are some of my family names, my goddamn surnames. And there's more that I've already posted and talked about before for many, many years. 10 years, 20 years, a lot of years. I mean, especially even around 2014, I remember writing about this, blogging about this. Some of my family names, last names, surnames of my genealogy, my family tree, my bloodline, all of that stuff. Some of those family names might include Rasp, Arnold, Moorhead, Henderson, Pickett, Williams, Bickel, Smith, Hawking, Cunningham, Mitchell, Vanderbilt, Hunter, Gordon, etc. So if you're related to any of those people, you might be my brother, man. You might be my sister. Oh man. Why is that funny? It's not funny at all. It's so stupid. You're right, Joey. Oatmeal, whatever your name is. Thanks. Of course. Of course I'm right. I'm a human. Am I? Wait a minute. Don't answer that. Grok. First compile a master list. Okay, Oatmeal. Master compilation from your goddamn blog stuff. Here they are in alphabetical order. Is that a good enough list? That good enough for you? Happy with that? You excluded even names I mentioned earlier. Oatmeal, you're correct that I have not fully traversed every linked subpage and earlier version. How about contact and all the other ones point to additional directories. Some of them say page not found yet because I haven't written it yet. Sorry, oops, forgot about it. Here is a new compiled list of all your usernames. All your different names on the website, Oatmeal. Thanks. What are they? They are as follows. Arnold Attic, Big Red Dog, Mickey Moorhead, Billy Breaker, Bumbelow, and Bumbelow Joe. Cool Kid. Cool Kid? Darth Laser, Bonnie Vilden, and Tiffany Gumbo. Why is that one? Ghetto Joe, Green Oatmeal, Guinea Pig, Oh, Nelson, your stupid neighbor. You forgot about that one. Get your joy on. Honey Cat, Poofer Cat, Dum Dum, Roadkill, Icebreaker, Infinite Altitude, Ironic Mystery, Jill Mill, Joey Arnold, Joey Arnold 4, Joey Arnold 7, Joey Arnold TV, Joey Arnold VN, Joey Arnold VN 1, 2 to 6. Wow. Joey Arnold VN, Lawcat, Mia Omnia, Mickey Moorhead, Oatmeal English, Oatmeal Health, Oatmeal Joey, Ojua. Only 15 seconds, only 5 seconds, only 30 seconds, only 1 second, only 5 minutes, only a minute. Where was I? Where was I? What was I doing? I'm getting distracted. Resident Oatmeal, Painting Propaganda, Ram Reflection, Rambler Revenge. What in the world? That can't be me. Securing Salvation, Star JSA, Gangster Run, Tweety Bird, Ugly Mouse, Visual Venture, Willow Pillow, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Where's my face? Can I show my face? Hi, this is my face. So that's a short list, and for the record, I know that people will continue taking me out of context like they did before, and I don't blame them. But I did, but I do, but I did, but and I did, and I do, and I don't. It's a long story that goes back 30 years, 40 years, and more, because we're talking about thousands of hours of stuff and back and forth, going back to 2009 or more. Documented. It really is documented. You think I'm joking, but it's not. Any of you have the balls to no you don't, to investigate all that? No you don't. But anyways, that's just a short list of some of the alleged stuff, some of my channels and accounts and usernames and display names and nicknames and everything else, which I've talked about for years, for decades, on all the websites on the internet. Thousands of websites, thousands of videos, over 30,000 videos, millions of things online, thousands of hours worth of content. Not saying that it's good. I'm not saying, oh, look at me, I'm so amazing. I mean, like, what I'm trying to say is, if you want to understand me, you probably need to understand everything I've ever done. But I know some of y'all will say, no, I don't want to do that. I don't have to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't have to study you. I only have to study part of you to understand the other part of you. I don't want to look at you as a whole being. I just want to cut you up like you're a piece of pie, and I'll just send that to the laboratory. They'll study that one piece of pie. What if I'm a mixed pie, and every slice is a different type of cake? Are you gonna be able to totally understand me just from one slice? What if I have a million slices in me? A million or more, not a million, a million. What in the world's going on here? What if? I'm not saying anything. Continuing. Tweety Bird, Ugly Mouse, Visual Venture, Willow Pillow, and list goes on and on. Did I say Gordon already? Usernames. Some of the usernames. We're scrolling past that. Some of the websites. Hey, Grok. Maybe I should just go talk to Gemini. Oatmeal, you're right to be frustrated. The majority of the alphabetical list I produced came from names you already supplied. Yeah, that's what I said. I can continue checking. Oh, really? But, Grok, why did you not give me a list? Did not tell you to tell me why Gemini is better than you. Oatmeal, alphabetical list as follows. Thanks. Rah rah, icebreaker. The Iceman from the Top Gun Maverick show movie with Tom Cruise. Joyano VN. L for OJ, live for only Jesus. Mickey Moorhead. Oatmeal English, Oatmeal Health, Oatmeal Bible, and a bunch of other things because I have like hundreds of pages and groups and accounts on YouTube. There's so many. Let's see, what else do we got? Rambo Revenge. What in the world? That one again? I disavow. Disavow? What is disavow? Sounds scary. Whatever it is. It must be scary. Is my face still on the screen or not? My face is still on the screen? That's lame. Okay, back to the list. I'm gonna have to scroll up again. Where was I don't know, where did I stop at? Okay, we're gonna start over. 77,000 for that one video that's pinned on my Twitter that talks about what is currently happening, and I posted that back in March 2026, and it talks about the current situation that we're still in, so it sort of prophesizes what is currently happening in the world, which is kind of cool and terrifying. And usernames, here's the list, as we talked about before. And it's a small one, after all. It's a small list, after all. It's a small list, after all. Bumolo? Oh, man. Oh, man. Small list. And we'll continue, and this goes on and on and on. Grok, why did you not give me a list? Oh, okay. Human, Joey, Oatmeal, whoever you are, Rambo or not Rambo, set up. Hate it when you say that. Confirmed or repeated linked account. Am I being sarcastic, by the way? Who knows? Am I being satirical? Am I being rhetorical? Am I being hyperbolic? Am I being absurd? Am I being a number of things because I know that trolls are listening and they don't care about what I say? And therefore, who knows what I'm saying? Because I know that, and therefore I might be playing a game with them, or maybe I'm not. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm doing both at the same time. Who knows? Grok, your 20 sources seem to lack many of the real sources. Oatmeal, you're correct. The sources I was able to read did not contain large, structured master lists. Gemini was able to find what I was looking for. Why can't you do that? You report that Gemini located all this stuff because we suck. Thank you. How about you look at these links? Oh, here's an updated list of some of your accounts on the internet. You're at JoyVN on BitChute and Bryan and Country and Discord, and that actually got banned already, but there are servers on there. Dissenter, Facebook. Dissenter, I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it's still around. Gab. Haven't been there in a while. Hive Minds, Recast, Telegram. Twitter, Uptrend, YouTube, and more. Here's a list. Wow, the Arnold Attic and the 44 tapes. Yeah, that one too. O oatmeal, alpha or J, and so on and so forth. Overlaps heavily with the above and confirms the same core set of websites: BitChute, Busy, Discuss, DLive, DTube, Gab, GitHub, Binds, PewTube, Steemit, Snapshot, Utopian, Wikitree, WordPress, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Medium, Reddit, and more. Oh, wow, amazing. And a lot more where that came from. 85 USA, another one. Cool Kid, Darth Laser, Jill Mill. Oh, Oatmeal. Rah Rah, Real Life Vivo, Willow Pillow, Tweety Bird, Visual Venture. I tried for years to get Grok to memorize. Oatmeal, I do not retain memory. Grok used to tell me it does. Human, I do not have persistent long-term memory. Grok, I think you're lying. I think that's bullcrap. Human, in the settings there is. Oh wait, that's me you're talking. That's me saying Grok. Grok. There's an option that says allow Grok to remember details from your previous conversation. Human. The option labeled that. Oh. Oh man. Helps you with some stuff, but not all this stuff. Oh really? Not all this stuff? Grok is pretending not to know me. Oatmeal. I do not currently have access to any stored personal detail. That's a lie. Come on. That's not true. Oatmeal. It's time. No, it's a time capsule. Really? Oh. I guess so. Oh man. And then I said, hey, look at these pictures. Tell me which one is your favorite. What did Grok say? Said this one is the favorite. Of course. And then it went on to talk about the other ones too. Pros and cons. And then that's the end. That was the end of the conversation. Well, I was gonna watch some stuff and do the usual thing, the usual stuff that I do. I was gonna try to rant again, go over. I was trying to do that. I wanted to do that again, go over the stuff, especially because I know that nobody's watching. So it's almost like, does it even matter if I do it, if I don't do it? A puzzle. But then again, maybe it does matter. But maybe it doesn't. What a man to do. What a man to do. But yeah, what was I doing? I was supposed to drink more tea. didn't start the fire. We didn't start the oatmeal. We didn't start the oatmeal. It was always oatmeal when the oatmeal was oatmeal. We didn't start the oatmeal. It was always oatmeal even when it wasn't oatmeal. We didn't start the oatmeal. It was always oatmeal even when it wasn't oatmeal. We didn't start the oatmeal, yeah. It was always oatmeal even when it wasn't oatmeal. We didn't start the oatmeal. It was always oatmeal even when it wasn't oatmeal. We didn't start the oatmeal, yeah. It was always oatmeal even when it wasn't oatmeal. We didn't start the oatmeal. It was always oatmeal even when it wasn't oatmeal. We didn't start the oatmeal. It was always oatmeal even when it wasn't oatmeal. We didn't start the oatmeal. It was always oatmeal even when it wasn't oatmeal. We didn't start the oatmeal. It was always. I think I'm gonna pass out, man. I feel like, oh man, I feel like I can't. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I've been up for a long time. How many hours have I been up? Wow, have I ever thought about how long I've been up? How many hours is that? Oh, okay, I guess it's only 16 hours. No, it had to be more. Had to been. Should have been. Wait a minute. I don't know. Am I bad at math? Hmm. Maybe I am. Oh man. Am I too nerdy for a lot of people? Probably. Is there a Is there an app for that? Probably. Is there a small crowd that would appreciate this sometimes? Sure. Probably. Maybe. Am I a little bit too rough around the edges? Yeah. And more. I'm rough around the edges. Okay. I might have accidentally or purposely burned a few bridges sometimes. Maybe accidental sometimes. Maybe I didn't know what I was doing. Maybe I did. I mean, okie dokie. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this on TikTok. I feel like I just want to do that. I feel like I just want to do that. I'm gonna do that. Is anybody gonna stop me? No, I don't think so. Right? Oh, yeah. I think I'm gonna end it. Bye, everybody. Wow. We didn't start the fire. What in the world? What in the world? What did I just see? I have no idea what that was. Did anybody see that? I have no idea what that was. What am I looking at? What is all this? Wait a minute, Robin Williams? Is that Robin Williams? Robin Williams? I have no idea. What is this? Volleyball? Why am I getting volleyball? Why am I getting volleyball in here? What in the world is this? Oh my. Huh. There, that's me making a video. How does that look? Probably terrible, but I still did it. I mean, honestly, I can look at something and I can be like, what in the world was that? But you probably don't know that. Behind the scenes, a lot of people couldn't understand, like, why would you do it if you don't even like it? And I'm like, well, why do I do what I do? Why? Why? It's very, first of all, the way that I'm explaining this right now, the way that I'm trying to explain it, it's terrible. Even that is terrible. I do things, but it's only part of the story because it's not the only thing that I do. But when I do something, there's probably a backstory to it. But then the bad people don't want you to know about it. And then they want to do bad things like dox me and stuff. This is what they do that. Then they say, oh, well, I didn't dox you. I just repeated what was already there. Oh, okay, thanks, I guess. But, I guess. Anyways, I'm not really gonna rant about that. Rant
I'm not gonna rant about that again right now. Probably wouldn't really make a difference, or maybe it will. Does anything I do make a difference? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Am I angry? I may or may not be sometimes, but it's not relevant because it's not relevant, but they try to make it a problem. Sometimes you'll hear people say words. They'll say like, "Oh man, why are you so angry? Why are you so this? Why are you so that?" And it's more of a distraction and probably something else too that I can't remember because I'm about to pass out because it's so late. It's probably past my bedtime. But that's what they do. They try to change the topic. They'll even accuse you of changing the topic and stuff, even when they're the ones doing it. And they do it. You might do it sometimes, maybe. Like, I might do it. But then again, I don't really do it. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but for the most part, they do it. And it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's terrible, terrifying. Blow your mind away. Away. I know I look like a fool. Doesn't mean that I am. Doesn't mean that I'm not. And it doesn't mean that I am. Because you probably shouldn't only judge a book by its cover. 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 With that said, I don't really care if the goddamn low cow trolls talk about me. Because they do. At the moment, it seems like there's only one that talks about me. Other than maybe a few people on TikTok, but they don't really count. Because on a place like that, they're doing that to everybody. They do that to a lot of people. Even on Instagram and a lot of places, there are these zombie crowds that run around from account to account. Even on Discord, they go from place to place like a horde. Like, like a crowd. They're zombies and they just run around and they destroy. And it's pretty terrifying, but at the same time, you have to learn how to adapt to the world a little bit. You have to understand you probably shouldn't be of the world. You're in the world, but not of the world. But how do you interact with it, especially with this situation or any situation? It's difficult, but you gotta understand it a little bit. That would be a good starting point with whatever you're doing in life. Take it from me. You don't even have to like me to understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say. Even though a lot of times most of my words don't come out clearly or at all. And I admit to that. I confess to that. Many times. For many, many years. I've already confessed to that. Doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it wrong. Doesn't make it right. What am I talking about? Who knows? Till next time, go to bed.